Hey guys, what's going on? My name's Akil, and I'm back talking about a film using iMovie this time, guys. Yeah, I know it's been some time. The last time we used iMovie for a review was for Black Widow, but anyway, I thought I'd talk about this using iMovie because it's been a while. But anyway, I got a chance to watch The Green Knight, and oh my gosh, guys, this movie is without a doubt the best movie I've seen of the year. Yes, this is my favorite movie as of right now, as of today, August 21st, 2021, or whenever you're watching this. But I'm assuming it's the day. But anyway, I love this movie, you guys. You guys have no idea. This was something that I was really looking forward to, and it absolutely blew me away. So, yeah, so let's talk about The Green Knight without spoiling too much. Basic plot of this movie is that it follows Gawain, played by Dev Patel, and one day Green Knight comes knocking on the door and says, "Okay, you have to kill me." And he's like, "Oh, why? Why do I have to kill you?" Because it's all part of this like plan, this scheme. I won't really tell you much about it else. And then so you know, things take a very interesting turn after certain events play out on that day, and Gawain eventually goes on this quest to find the Green Knight and you know complete his and make his end of the bargain. In other words, that's all I'll say about that. If you know what I'm talking about after you see the movie, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So yes, and that's all I can say without spoiling too much. So he goes in the quest, he meets all different types of people, all different types of creatures, and it's pretty damn cool. So yes, that's the plot without really spoiling too much. Now, positives for this movie. First up, by far the strongest thing of this movie is the cinematography. Oh my god, you guys, this is by far the best looking movie I've seen in 2021. And I know what people are gonna say, "Oh, you're so young, you should be caring about all this and that." But guess what, guys? I want to be a director. And if I want to be a director, I need to appreciate stuff. I need to look at this stuff and all that. Obviously, I can have fun with movies, guys. But I also want to look at these more serious movies and see what they're really going for. And this movie has some fun moments, I'm not gonna lie. There's some few little jokes here and there, but that's it. This movie, however, the cinematography is fantastic. It is so good to look at. It's really well shot. I've never seen a movie since Blade Runner 2049, which was still this year but came out a long time ago. Well, not that long, if you know what I mean. But anyway, I thought that was a great looking movie too. But this is by far one of the best looking movies I've seen in my entire life. I would say it's really really good. I think they did a great job. Another thing is also the acting. Dev Patel, Alicia Vikander, Sean Harris, Joel Edgerton, everyone in this movie, even a person who's in this movie, I wouldn't say it's a cameo. They do a good job too. And if you've seen Falcon Winter Soldier, you know who exactly I'm talking about. They're in this movie and they do a great job as well. No spoilers of the character because it's actually very, very cool and interesting. So yeah. And one last thing for positives is the directing. It worked really, really well having a director like David Lowrey. After seeing Peach Dragon, I did not know what to think, you know? I never saw Ghost Story, I never saw Old Man and the Gun. I believe he did those two, right? Yeah. And of course, I'm very excited to see what he does with Peter Pan and Wendy, but now more than ever, this guy, man, directed this movie beautifully. There's so many great shots in this movie, so many great tracking shots and how the camera moves around and all that. It works really, really well. I love that stuff. And I'm getting to the age where I'm starting to appreciate that stuff a lot more. You know, I'm 21 now. I think I should start looking at films not just as fun entertainment. I mean, if I'm wanting to be a director, if I'm not wanting to be a director, I can just still look at them as okay, cool, whatever. But I have to say, they did a great job. He did a great job directing this movie. Now, negatives. The only thing I did not like about this movie was not the fact that it was hard to understand, and I'll talk about that as well, but it was just a bit slow. There's a part in this movie that I felt the movie did drop down a bit, if not quite a bit. And it's towards like the latter half of the film, the halfway point. If you've seen the film, it will differentiate for various different people. But for me, there was a certain point in the film without spoiling anything where it just slows down, and I didn't like that. You know, I was like, okay, where's the momentum? Because up until that, it was very interesting, very exciting, kind of thrilling actually, and yeah, so that's that. But now I want to say one more thing before I talk about my final score very quickly, and it's that, and I'm saving this part for the negatives because it's not the biggest negative, but I will say this: there are parts in this movie that, yes, you will probably be like, what's going on, what's that? But when you think about it and what it's going for, they do it so well. The stuff with the giants in this movie, which are actually shown in the trailers, are really really cool. But that's not the crazy part. There's some crazy parts you're like, wait, what's this? What's this? There's one shot I was like, what? And then after that, it just goes back to normal. Like, oh, okay. And the whole ending, without spoiling anything, is by far one of the craziest endings ever. I was like, whoa, okay, big WTF moment right there. And I love that. I like when movies like throw you off like that. It works really really well. So overall, guys, I don't think this is a confusing, uh, like overblown, uh, in other words, pretentious movie. I don't think, personally, I don't think so. And there are moments where you can see they are maybe foreshadowing things here and there. And I thought they did it very well. This is like Tenet for me. Like Tenet last year, I found confusing, like No Sun's Move. But unlike those two movies, this movie, because it's my cup of tea and because of what was going on in front of me, I embraced it. I appreciate it so much more. So overall, I have to give this film as a final score, The Green Knight, a 9 out of 10. This is a fan freaking tastic movie. Deserves all the praises it can get. Next year, the Oscars: cinematography, costume design, production design, acting, directing, everything. Screenplay also. I could talk about this movie more if I wanted to, and I probably will watch it at some point. At first, I was like, do I want to watch this again? Now that I think of it, maybe yeah, because I want to watch it with someone that appreciates stuff like this. I want to see it with a friend that is ready for something like this. So yeah, so of course I want to see it again. And I do agree when people say this will probably be considered as a cult classic. I agree with you there. So yeah, 9 out of 10. A great movie, guys. I absolutely loved it. Next up for reviews, again, I still have not seen Free Guy, unfortunately. So there's that. And Shang-Chi's coming up soon and a bunch of other stuff. It's getting crazy, guys. Still no Way Home trailer, but that new trailer, Eternals trailer, though, was fantastic. But anyway, guys, yeah, The Green Knight, fantastic film. What do you think about it? Tell me in the comments down below how you felt about this movie. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. My name's Akil, otherwise known as the Comic Director, and I'm signing out.